Look at that, you made the fridge. Are you proud? I'm proud of you. Good boy, Moose. Hi everyone, today's video is going to be Moose graduating from his basic obedience class. I'm so proud of him. He's right here if you can't see his little fluffy head. But yeah, this has been a 6-week course all about the basic commands. It's been 1 hour each week and it's been a group class, so there's only been about, I think, 4 dogs including us in total. And just a disclaimer, it's all been outside, wearing masks. Each group is distanced, so it's been very safe, which has been great from the trainer. But yeah, this video is going to be Moose graduating and then a review of what we've learned in the course. And just, it's always a good, okay, he doesn't want to be in it anymore. But it's always good, you know, to review the basics, just to solidify them. Without further ado, this is Moose graduating. You're excited? Boy, my love. Good boy. Good boy. So in this next video, Moose will receive his certificate, but I wanted to say first that this class was about come, so that was the lesson for the majority of the class. So in the video, you'll see me say come Moose, and then that's how he receives his certificate. But what I wanted to explain is that Moose is very dog motivated and he gets very excited about dogs. He wants to play with them, say hi to all of them, which is not a bad problem. Like, I'd rather that than him be aggressive towards other dogs. So it's like a good problem that I'm trying to break the habit of. But anyways, so you'll see that there was another dog and Moose was obsessed with him the entire class. So you'll see when I say come Moose, he actually starts running over. He starts running towards me, but then he gets distracted by this dog. So what my trainer suggested is that since Moose has a pretty strong leave it, that if he starts veering off to another dog, to say leave it. So you'll actually see that I say come and Moose starts to come, and then he veers off to the other dog, but I say leave it. So you'll see that he doesn't play with the other dog, he does sniff around, and then he finishes coming to me, which is not perfect, but such an improvement. And you can see that he's thinking or deciding to, he decides to not play with the dog and to finish coming to me, which is amazing and better than him completely ignore me. So this is that video. Yay! Walking back now from Moose's class. He did so good. I'm so proud of him. So this next part, I will show you what Moose and I have learned in our training classes. So I have my clicker, because I do clicker training, and I have my treat pouch, and Moose, come here. Here's Moose. So one of the first things, I'm not going to show you like sit, lay down, but one of the first things that we learned was chaining commands together, and this way he learns that he doesn't get a treat for doing every single command. But I do praise him, and after doing a line of commands, then I treat him a lot. So this is that. Moose, come here. Come here. Let's go. Yes. Can you touch? Touch. Sit. touch, lay down. And this is a bad angle, but he did lay down. So he did that chain of commands, and then I'm just gonna treat him. Good boy. Another thing we learned is keeping your dog in a lay down and having them stay like that no matter what passes by. I'm in my apartment right now, so I don't have another animal to walk by to distract him, but basically they stay in a down and you treat them for being in the down, and then you slowly increase the amount of time between treats. So you can start with 3 seconds and then go to 7 seconds and then 10 and increase from there. Another command that Moose and I have learned is leave it. So what you'll see is that I will have a big piece of treat, I'll throw it on the ground, say leave it. Once he makes eye contact, I'll click, and that means, yes, you did it right, and now you get a treat. Moose, here's the big treat that I'm going to try and tempt him with, but say leave it. Leave it. Good boy. Come here, come here. Sit, so they can see you better. So again, big treat, I'm gonna throw it down on the ground. I'll say leave it. Once he looks at me, he'll get a treat. Ready? Moose. Sit. Good boy. Leave it. Good boy. So I can do it again with where I make him smell it, and then I'll say leave it and see if he leaves it. Leave it. Good boy. And that's our leave it. So the next thing Moose and I learned was stay and come. Right now I have Moose in a sit. Stay. Moose, come. Good boy. So one thing with the come at the end, I actually, when he comes to me, I grab his collar, and this is just to teach him that when I grab him, he doesn't try and dart away. So once I grab him, then I click and treat. And one of the last things we learned was leash manners. So Moose has a tendency to ignore me and just keep walking along on the street. But as you saw in the walking portions, he checks in on me, makes eye contact anytime I call him or say look. He does look at me. That is reinforced with treats, but I'm just trying to tell him that that's what I want from him. And then slowly over the next few weeks, I'll just use praise and treats randomly. But that's it for what we learned. So the next thing for Moose and I will be a private training. This is just to help with tasks, so I can make videos about that. But other than that, that is the end of this video. If you have any questions, leave them below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye, friends.